Welcome to Club Nintendo level 191. How's it going, John?
It's going great. How are you, Tim?
Doing good. I was a little bit distracted because once I hit the start button, I got this pop up from Google saying Hangouts on Air is going away later this year. So that's great.
Hey, we'll just have
uh,
to do Twitch streams then.
I guess. Yeah, we'll figure it out. How's it going, Aaron?
Pretty good. I'm so exhausted. I went and floated the river today, and I don't know if you've ever done that before, but it's basically just like 6 hours of the
I
sun beaming down on you.
I have. Did,
Yeah.
did you do it with or without beer?
Without. I'm not a
Okay.
huge drinker, so I just take
Okay.
water.
That's good. It's
Yeah.
healthier.
Yeah, get dehydrated. You want to get
Yeah.
dehydrated while you're out
That's
there.
true. That's true. Oh, a little bit warmer rivers down there, I assume, as well.
Yeah, well, the water is pretty cool. It was
Okay.
around the 100 degrees today, and so the water felt really good, even though it was really cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
How fast is that river, do you think?
Oh, it's really fast.
It's
it's
not like, oh, I was
yeah.
thinking of like a lazy river where you're just kind of
There's
like,
some like it goes like some rapids, and then you have a little bit of time to kind of recoup and kind of get your stuff out of the water,
now do
and
you
then it
walk
goes a little
back
crazy
to
again.
the mouth or do you have a van that drives you
So
back up?
the this particular one we went to, you park and they shuttle you down, and then you get in the river, and then when you get out, you're right at your car. So
Okay. Okay. Very
That's
cool.
what's up. That's cool.
yeah,
That's cool. So
it's a lot of fun.
I've been playing some Crash Team Racing, guys. It's out on the Switch and everywhere else. It's it's interesting.
The same as
Uh,
you remember?
I don't have a memory of this game because I was not a PlayStation 1 owner. So this is actually a brand new experience for me.
Oh, you seem so excited to get it, like you
I
were in
well,
Nostalgia Town.
but I was just excited because the hype level in this game is immense. People from the PlayStation era love this thing. They called it better than Mario Kart. That's what I heard.
They call, yeah. I mean of course they did, but
It has an adventure mode, which is pretty good. The one critique I have is the difficulty levels are just not well thought out.
that's
The
too easy.
easy mode is way too easy. The medium mode is way too bloody difficult, and I don't even want to imagine what hard mode would be. Um, yeah. So there's no like happy medium of difficulty.
I've never played any of these games. Is it is it like Grand Prix? Like is it like Mario Kart as far as there's like what a
So
couple
the
races?
adventure story mode, each section has four races. And there's four of these sections. You have to place number one in each of these races to advance to the next section. So that's kind of how it's set up. So if I continued on medium, I actually started a new save file and went to easy. If I continued on medium, I probably wouldn't have gotten past that first area. The on medium, it's just really difficult. And I guess maybe if I learn the boost system better, that'll get better. The boost system's a lot different from Mario Kart. So you start your power slide, and then with the opposite hop button, that's where you initiate the boost, and you can do like three or four boosts from one power slide. But it is really kind of tricky to nail it. And I do love like the amount of characters is really great. The customization, it's the story mode's like kind of cool actually. There is online that I haven't dove into yet. It looks great. The loading times are a bit slow on Switch, but yeah, overall it's really great. It's
Did you
like
ever play
yeah,
the Sonic All Stars Racing?
Yeah.
yeah,
How does it compare? Because I really
it's
like that,
different. It's different.
and I didn't think I would like any other kart racer other than like Mario Kart, but that one was fun.
Yeah, that one's different. I enjoy that one as well. That's on Wii U, of course.
There's a new
I,
one on Switch, right?
I also own Team Sonic Racing. That's one of the few cartridges I own. I got it very discounted on a cartridge. So I actually have I got Sonic, Crash, and Mario, all the kart racers. Um, Sonic Team Racing. That one, it's kind of an interesting, like, different concept to it. Your goal is to work as a team to win the race. So even if you place number one, if your team is not being successful, you may not win the race. So it encourages you to help out your teammates. You're able to give them power-ups that you get, and the more you help your team, the more you power up your like team mojo. And when you like max that meter out, your team can do a collective boost to like fly past your enemies or whatever. And
So
yeah.
is it like half the people you're racing against are on your team and the other half aren't? Like,
It
how's that?
starts out half and half, and then after you get through the first area, there are 2 teams versus your 1 team, and I believe the teams are made up of 4 racers. Yeah, 4 racers. So yeah, and there is some challenge to that game. The difficulty level is more reasonable. Like you have some challenge. There are some areas that you're gonna have some troubles with, but it's not like in Crash where you have to place number 1 everything to advance. You're earning rewards throughout, even if you're not perhaps getting everything. There's similar to I guess the Perfect Dark games and like GoldenEye, where you'll have like some baseline objectives, and then you have like the top tier objectives beyond that, and you get different rewards for doing the different tiers of whatever challenge you're going after.
So you have main quests, and side quests.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, that one I haven't made it through the story yet. I'm getting close. It's just I love that it's such a different approach to the whole kart racer as far as the whole team aspect, and when you are trailing behind your teammate, you are able to like slingshot past them, kind of thing, which also helps your boost meter for your team mojo thing, as I like to call it. And yeah, it's really cool to have 3 I'd say very different kart racers on Switch, and all 3 really well done. I was looking at file sizes just out of curiosity. Sonic's 5.5, and then both Mario Kart and the Crash are within like 100 megs of each other. They're both around 6.5 gigs when I was checking my system. Just kind of curious, because Nintendo is known for having really good file size management. So seems the other racers are on point with that.
So this is a port of the old one, or is this a remaster?
No, it's new. It's brand new.
Oh, this is a new game.
Yeah, the Sonic game's brand new. Yep.
No, I'm talking about the Crash. Yeah, Crash.
It's similar to we had the Crash Insane trilogy last year. Similar idea where it's remastered in that style from a PlayStation game to current gen.
Okay.
And it looks beautiful, and it's
Do you know if it runs at 60 frames or 30 frames?
I would have to check. I don't know.
Because Mario Kart, they got that on lock, that 60 frames. It looks real good.
They do.
Of course, they're not using anti-aliasing, so it's a little jaggy. But
I mean, it looks good from what I can tell. The loading time on the Switch is the only downside I've seen with it, which I'm okay with. I know hopefully will improve that, but
the real question I have, I guess, is any other kart racer I play, most of them besides Sonic, because Sonic is pretty good. I think it's a really good game.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you play other kart racers, and you're thinking the whole time, why am I not just playing Mario Kart? Is this better than Mario Kart?
It's different.
Do you miss Mario Kart when you play it?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. There's different mechanics, and they're both equally fun in different ways.
Okay.
Yeah. I do wish the difficulty levels were set a little bit differently, but maybe that's something I get good, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to dive into the online and some of the other modes. And the adventure mode's really cool. You're able to like explore the world map, so to speak. There's like a map you can drive around, and there's incentive for you to go back to all the races after you even beat the game to unlock different things. You're basically, your planet is being attacked by this alien species that wants to race you, and after you beat the whole game once, there's like then a new set of challenges to beat a certain time to unlock different things, and I've not dove into that part of it, but yeah. And the cool thing also with the power-ups is, in Mario Kart how you collect the coins, you get 10 coins, you go faster, right? In this one, you've got the little peaches or whatever. You collect those. You do get faster, but the other benefit is your power-ups will actually get more beefed up if you have more of those. And your power-up can actually, if you hold on to a power-up, it can actually improve if you get more of the little peach things, which is kind of an interesting concept to have in there. Yeah, and yeah, the lot of racers, and like it's very deep as far as what they put in there. Yeah, so I would definitely like a Mario Kart Adventure mode at some point. I don't think we've ever had that, have we?
No, I don't think so. Not like
we gotta get Diddy Kong Racing for that.
Yeah, that's true.
We should get that remastered. Let's bring back some Diddy Kong.
You never know. I guess they just need Microsoft on board for that,
right? Because a lot of those characters are rare characters. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
it's like a Donkey Kong thing.
I think Rare actually owns the Diddy Kong Racing like trademark and everything.
That's kind of interesting. I could see them doing it at some point. I mean, they are being friendly with Banjo.
I know they did a Diddy Kong. It might have been on Virtual Console, but they literally removed all the characters besides Diddy Kong and stuff.
Oh, that's wild. Like I know the Donkey Kong Country trilogy got yanked from Virtual Console for some kind of reason, probably Microsoft related.
Even the original Donkey Kong Country?
Maybe just 2 and 3. I'm not sure, but I thought on the Wii or something, and they got yanked.
Oh, I thought they were on there.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the Wii, I was in Target the other day, and I was just looking at the game selections, just curious. The Switch area was all Switch games, and then the bottom left was a Wii game, Just Dance. It's there. It is on store shelves, Just Dance.
What year was it? It was the new one?
Let me take a picture, or let me pull up my picture of what I took a picture of this.
At my local Walmart, there's still some Wii games in like the bargain section.
Yeah.
They're like, some party games or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I am not finding it right away. So, yeah. It's probably the most recent version, I would imagine. Because why would they have an even older version that would make...
Because no one bought it?
Even less sense, right? So, Aaron, what have you been playing recently?
I haven't been playing a whole lot of Switch. I've been playing some Final Fantasy VII when I do go to my Switch, but I've mainly been playing Final Fantasy XIV this week. Shadowbringers comes out.
Okay.
Which is the 5.0 update, and it's going to be huge.
How does 7 look on Switch?
It looks really good. The only complaint I have about it is they did this kind of smoothing to kind of help, I think, with, those old polygons and stuff. And
because this was a PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah,
originally?
PlayStation 1. Yeah.
Okay, that was a rough era.
Yeah. Now, the character models and everything with that smoothing look okay, but it also applies to the text, and so it kind of it doesn't look bad, but you can tell that there's something weird with the text, and I prefer like the old version because it's more crisp.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long is this game if you were to just like mainline it?
I don't know. I never finished 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the only ones I haven't ever finished.
And you're diving into it versus waiting for the remakes, which will be wholly different kind of things.
Yeah, I feel like I want to play the old one before I do the remake.
Okay, to have a point of reference, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I guess they are expanding upon the games and kind of filling them out to make them even longer to sell them individually.
Yeah, and it's coming out in like 3 episodes.
Yeah, March
or
and then
more.
wait another 5 years. I don't know.
Yeah,
Should I wait
probably.
till all 3 are out? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and 14. There's what's the new DLC coming out?
So, it is just a continuation of the story. So basically, at this point, we've had the first patch, which is A Realm Reborn, and then we had Heavensward and Stormblood, and now we're about to have Shadowbringers. Basically, this part in the story, we're going to the Dark World. So it's kind of like the best way to compare is like a High Rule and Low Rule. And these people from the low rule side have been trying to come into our world because their world apparently is being destroyed from our world because we're the warriors of light and they're the warriors of darkness. So
okay,
yeah, should be pretty cool.
Cool. What you, John? What have you been up to?
I've been trying to unlock some of the different modes in Cuphead. Like there's a black and white mode just unlocked, which is cool. You play the game.
The main game?
Yeah, on the easy setting, yeah.
There is an easy setting.
Well, it's called easy, but it's not.
It's still
okay. There's 2 settings, it looks like, at least 2 that I have now. I think there's 3 for bosses. You can switch the boss to an even easier mode because they're pretty hard. But yeah, they're trying to unlock all that stuff.
How quick is it from death to like trying again?
Oh, it's fast. It's one of those games where you get to the point where if you get hit once or twice, you pretty much you start the level over yourself because you know you're not going to make it through the whole level if you don't. You're like,
and you have to do a lot of retracking. It's not like you pass a screen then you're safe for that screen.
No, you pretty much have to memorize the levels. Like you have to memorize the hits. It's like if you've ever played the really hard levels of Mario, like after you've beaten the game, they send you those really hard levels.
Yeah,
every level is that in Cuphead. Like there's you have to really get the timing right. Once you beat the game, you get the expert mode, and it increases everything. Everything speeds up, so it gets even harder.
So how do you unlock the like black and white mode and all those other ones?
There's just in like the 3rd level, there's like a place you go to, and you just unlock it. Yeah, you just got to kind of find all these things. I've tried to avoid all the like walkthroughs and everything, and kind of just stumble upon them myself. Yeah, which is I find more fun. I didn't even know this was in here until I kind of stumbled upon it. But I think I'm probably going to go and try to beat the expert mode next, which was probably be really impossible for me because it was pretty hard to beat the normal mode. Like I hear people online doing it in like, a couple hours or whatever, like maybe, I don't know, 10, 15. It took me probably twice that. So
yeah,
maybe not twice that, but it's a hard game.
Okay. And
well, speaking of Cuphead, I'm reading this article right now about how there was an interview, this Nintendo Force magazine. I've never heard of it before, but apparently they did an interview with the studio that made Cuphead about the new DLC coming out, Delicious Last Course.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and during that conversation, they revealed that they would like to work on a Zelda game, specifically a 2D Zelda game. They want to do it hand animated. And they're saying that they have all kinds of ideas for these screen-filling bosses of an entirely different nature. So that'd be really interesting.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Is everyone on board for day 1 with Mario Maker 2?
I don't know.
Day 1, I don't know. I don't. Man, probably not.
It comes out on the same day as Final Fantasy. So.
Oh, does it? I do want to play the pre-made levels. Making levels was kind of got exhausting in the first one. Not exhausting, but it was a lot of work. And then
I'm expecting to mostly play other people's creations.
Yeah, and I'm hoping with the online stuff, it'd be easier to actually find levels that aren't just like run through, hit one thing, and then just watch the level play itself. I really hope it's a lot easier to kind of filter through and actually find levels that are worth playing.
I'm excited for all the car levels, like people making.
Yeah.
Those got really wild, where you would just start the thing and then just step forward and don't move.
Yeah, just watch them go. Yeah, they're super creative, but it kind of like got to the point where I felt like every level was just a version of that. And
have they shared how Discovery will be like? Are we gonna have to use that stupid iPhone app to do Mario Maker stuff?
I don't think we've really seen anything about how you're going to share levels and things like that.
Okay.
Didn't they say you upload the level, you get like a code like before?
Okay. Yeah, there's the code. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you're able to like add levels to your system from your iPhone or something.
Oh, from the app.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the integration with the level creator for Smash is pretty decent. Like it lets you pick out levels, and they should just show up on your system. And so
Yeah.
maybe,
I've
hopefully.
not played with the Smash level creator at all, or like added levels from that. I should probably do it at some point.
I haven't played with the level creator, but I tapped on the thing on the app just because it popped up, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, cool. Checked it out, and that's all it really does. I was expecting more in the app. I was expecting like high scores and like maybe play hours, and you play most with this character. Maybe I didn't play around enough, but it was
Right.
it looked pretty much just like for selecting the levels,
Okay.
the built ones.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited for some more Mario. I mean, mostly for the 3D world, which seems like a brand new 2D style Mario that I would love to see a full game out of. New instead of new Switch U, we could get.
I don't think we're getting any more of those games. I think people got really burnt out.
I think they should make one based on this 3D world kind of style, though. I think that'd be kind of a cool thing to try in the 2D realm.
The 3D world levels, you can't even switch over to the other styles. They're like their own thing,
Yeah,
right?
they're so different. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I expect that's where most people will start creating because it is such a new thing. And who doesn't like being a cat as Mario?
Cat Mario is cool. I still think I would have rather seen Mario 2 in there if they were going to do something,
I have
different.
suspicions they'll add it in the future.
Because that one's a lot different,
I
right?
think they will. Yeah, it's a lot
Yeah.
different, and I think because they're doing this one that's totally different, they've opened up that can of worms of we can do different ones that don't sync over to the other styles. So I think they will in the future as like a free DLC thing.
And there's the Game Boy ones. So Mario
Yeah.
Land, those
Yeah.
aren't too different though, but maybe different
No.
enough to be in that section.
Yeah. It's yeah. It'll be curious to see how that game evolves because the original Mario Maker definitely grew over time. The 3DS one was kind of set in stone, but I think the Wii U one added some good features over the course of its life.
I think it would just be really cool for them to have a dock that lets your screen stay exposed for this game, so that way you could just make your levels on the touchscreen. Because I am not going to enjoy level creation unless I have a touchscreen.
Yeah, I mean, I think the creation will be mostly in your hands.
Yeah, but I want it to be up on the TV. That was it.
Yeah.
There was something great about that 2-screen thing.
You know how cool it'd be if a future dock / I guess Switch, if it had that wireless chip in it to beam video
Yeah.
to the dock. Imagine
Imagine it.
Yeah.
Imagine all the possibilities.
I know. They could bring that back.
Yeah. That worked out well. No.
I mean, you keep the main Switch.
Why don't they? Just
But
add
as,
it in.
as an added for some experiences.
I don't know, man.
Then we can have all these Wii U games brought back.
Yeah.
Why don't they? How about this? You make it on. They have an app on your phone. You build the levels on your phone, and as you're building them on your phone, it's just showing up on your TV.
Oh, I want an iPad Pro one with pencil support for that, John. I don't want to build it on my phone.
Okay, on your iPad, whatever.
Yeah, I want
whatever
my
you
Apple
got.
Pencil for that. Yeah.
Even your laptop, you can sit there with your laptop and do it, and then they just show up as you're doing it, it's showing up on your TV.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
So this has touchscreen? Like if you're in handheld, it's touchscreen,
Oh yeah,
right?
totally.
Yeah.
And I guess the grid's a little bit bigger to accommodate for touch, is what I hear, which makes sense.
I know the on-screen controls didn't look too bad if you were using like the joysticks or whatever. It looked all right. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as
Obviously, it's not
touchscreen,
as
yeah,
touch,
but
yeah.
it doesn't look too bad.
It would be nice if I could hook up my Wii U gamepad to the Switch. Could do that. That could be an idea, Aaron. they could a new dock or Switch that could talk to the Wii U gamepad. Hmm. Probably
Yeah.
not. That's probably a bad idea. Probably not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So John, you sent me a story. Luigi's Mansion 3. Nintendo's not quite sure when it's gonna be ready because Next Level Games is kind of keeping them in the dark. They're in their own haunted hotel working on this thing.
I read it more as like they're not pressuring them to get it done on a certain time, and that they will let them know when they think it's ready.
Yeah. But it is kind of strange because I also read an article today about E3. They didn't say anything about Metroid because they wanted all the focus to be on Luigi. But I didn't really get that the entire show was about Luigi.
That was their big coming out party, I guess, for that game, which is due
Yeah.
it this year.
Was
The
it?
other ones are briefer. I mean, this was the biggest in-depth reveal as far as the mechanics and everything, I guess. Like the other ones were more trailer designed and like not
Yeah, I
as
guess
in-depth,
so.
right? Even Pokemon
Yeah.
was just like, hey, the ball halfway works.
I didn't get that impression either. Like, they mentioned it so early on in the video, and then by the time the direct was done, you had completely forgotten about Luigi's Mansion because of everything else they had showed you. That's, kind of where I left it, I
Yeah.
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah, there's that, but there's all this other stuff too that kind of made it just seem, not as big a deal. Like, I'm way more excited to play No More Heroes 3 than I am Luigi's Mansion 3. Not that, not that I'm not excited, but
Yeah.
or The Witcher 3. They show The Witcher 3. Everyone forgets about
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. I
I
mean,
mean-
Alien Isolation stole the show for me. I mean,
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
like there was so much afterwards. Like it wasn't like they didn't serve it up like the entree. They served it as like an appetizer almost, or like a side dish.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe they're just cautious because they knew like maybe it won't be ready this year. Maybe it is going to be next spring or next whenever.
I mean, they said 2019.
Yeah, they said that about Animal Crossing. They said that about Zelda.
I think they're just not sure if it's December or October. I think it's going to hit in one of those 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
And then Breath of the Wild sequel came from too many DLC ideas. Sure. That's what Anuma says, at least.
That's fine. As long as they have enough content to make a full game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. And I mean, if it can, a DLC could start as just like, let's do this little thing, and then it like blows up into something bigger.
Yeah, I'm not worried. Like that doesn't make me worried or worry or anything. I'm sure a lot of games, come about as just a couple small ideas, or and then they build upon them, and before you know, it's a whole new game.
Yeah, I mean, back in the handheld era, I kind of wonder with the Phantom Hourglass and the train one.
I missed that game, Phantom Hourglass.
Oh, there we
Should
go.
play it again.
That whole trilogy with Wind Waker and the other two. Man, yeah. But yeah, DLC back in those days, what would have been with that stuff. And then we heard word of the next release date for Nintendo's mobile game, Dr. Mario World, July 10th.
Mm,
What
yeah.
do you guys think about this thing?
The truth, I think it looks like crap, but
Is this not a true Dr. Mario?
it's just that, yeah, it's not Dr. Mario. It's Candy Crush Mario. I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of what it feels like to me.
I haven't really looked into it, so I just saw the screenshots and I was like, oh, I'm excited to have a Dr. Mario game on my phone.
Yeah, yeah, so was I, and then I started watching some of the videos,
Oh,
and
there is video. I'm just looking at screenshots.
then
Here's the
there's a
video.
trailer, yeah. And it just seems. I mean, I'm sure there's some cool ideas, but it's definitely not this core game is not there. And the second I see screenshots of in-app purchases, I'm just how.
So you're connecting the colors up to make the things go away, but it's done in a not time-based thing as real Dr. Mario is.
No, they just look like they maybe, but they've switched things up. It's not just a constant stream of pills coming in. It looks like you're trying to hit certain goals, or you're trying to do certain tricks, or you have one set goal you're trying to achieve for that one round, instead of just trying to clear out all the germs and everything.
Yeah. I guess the advantage of mobile would be you could sleep your phone in. That wouldn't be a big deal coming.
Yeah,
back.
exactly. I mean, I'm sure they're well, maybe some people, but
Yeah.
don't want to sit there and keep playing and playing and playing. So they
My
might be.
question is, does it have the Dr. Mario music?
Oh, it's just got to have the Dr. Mario music, right?
I would hope so.
You can just lock your phone in and listen to the music.
Right. Yeah. Soundtrack mode.
All right, so now, yeah, I'm looking at this, and it looks kind of weird. So you have only so many capsules to complete a certain objective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me a little bit.
Oh yeah, I don't know, man.
It reminds me a little bit of the Trism 2 that came out earlier this year, last year.
I didn't even know there was a Trism 2.
There is. I
not
really
that
enjoyed
good.
it, but yeah, it's much different from the original Trism. But anyways.
Yeah, it's just not what I was hoping for. It's not what I was hoping for.
Oh, I
Did
see
we-
the hearts purchase.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I mean,
just hoping for more traditional
The
Dr. Mario.
Fire Emblem had the gotcha mechanics. I don't think it really shoved it. Did it shove it down your throat? the
No,
Fire
it
Emblem?
wasn't really. No, not at all. I felt like
Yeah.
whenever I played that, I didn't feel at all like I had to purchase anything.
Yeah, I feel Nintendo will hopefully be good with that.
All right, well, I'll give it a shot. I'm just
Yeah.
mad it's not just a core Dr. Mario. They got these little bombs in there now. They got these little lock things. They're definitely changing up a lot of the mechanics, which might be fine, might be even better. They got worlds. It looks like you go through worlds and beat. Instead of just level to level, they have like actual courses you go through on a map and everything. I don't know if I'm more concerned about this, or I don't know how Mario Kart for mobile looks either. That
Yeah, I
one's
was
kind
gonna
of
ask about that.
kind of questionable too.
So you saw some previews of this. It's coming out soon. It is a vertical game. You're not steering it with your phone in horizontal mode.
It wasn't those videos weren't even like officially released by Nintendo. They were like someone did a video recording from their phone from
Right.
like early beta versions.
Yep.
So it could change a lot, but yeah, it's definitely vertical.
And you're touching your screen to control. Is
You're
that right?
touching your screen to control.
And you're not playing other humans. To my knowledge,
no, yeah.
which could be fine.
And I'm pretty sure the graphical fidelity was just like really, really subpar.
This is
Let's
not the Mario
see.
Kart that I've been waiting for
This
for
is
my iPad.
no.
I wonder if they consult with people on this, because just right away I would tell you if it's going to be a Mario Kart game, it has to be, like landscape mode. And that would like automatically give you room for a map. It would give you room for your item, and it would allow you to tilt to turn.
I mean, they delayed this quite a bit to hopefully get it right. But
All right, I'm watching that video now. Yeah, it definitely looks better than I remember as far as visuals go. But yeah, he's not doing much touching of the screen. It really looks like it's doing a lot of this stuff by itself. He's kind of steering in some directions, but honestly, he's not doing much playing. It kind of looks like the game's on one of those like autoplay games where you just kind of nudge it
like
along.
Endless Runners.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no,
Okay.
it's going to be like Super Mario Run.
I also see he's not
I
he's not
enjoyed
controlling.
Super Mario Run.
He's not control. Mario Run was okay. He's not controlling the cart, and then when he goes off the track, it auto corrects it going off the track.
Well, I mean, to be frank, Mario Kart 8 has the autocorrect thing.
Yeah, but Mario Kart 8 will still let you fly off the track before it like corrects you, right?
No, there is a mode that
you
will
can turn it on, right?
Yeah, it's turned on, but there's a mode that will ensure you don't fly off. Maybe there's a mode in this that lets you turn that off too. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
When's that one scheduled to be out?
I thought it was soon, right? Yeah. I mean, it'll be free too, so I'm sure we'll all try it out.
Shot, yeah. And then Japan's getting a physical edition of Tetris 99, which I thought was kind of interesting for $30.
Yeah, I want it. It comes
kind of cool.
Comes with a year of Nintendo Online,
Okay.
and it comes with the all the stuff unlocked, so it's the same price as what
Not
you'd
bad.
pay for everything.
That's
yeah.
cool. I should import a copy because I wonder. I mean, imagine the code would work universally.
I don't know. Maybe.
And then, of course, it's region free, so that's not a problem.
I'm still playing a good bit of that. I love marathon mode. I'm so happy marathon mode is finally there.
Unlock the Game Boy mode?
No, I don't know. How do you do it? What do you do to do it?
It was a weekend, like a Splatfest, but for Tetris.
Oh, really?
So hopefully that comes back.
Oh, you can't do it anymore?
No.
What? That's so lame.
But I have it. You can
So,
steal my system if you want.
What's the marathon mode?
It's just where you play until you lose, and it's
Like
up
traditional
to
Tetris.
Yeah, traditional Tetris,
Okay,
and it's up
just
to
by
a
yourself.
Yep, and
Okay.
it's 999 levels is the max. It's awesome.
I
And the
was
level
talking-
speeds up to the maximum as far as difficulty.
Say that again.
999. That's how high it gets as far as the difficulty levels.
Yeah, well, I think it gets to the hardest difficulty after like a couple hundred lines, maybe 100 lines.
Okay.
Because at that point they're just straight falling,
'Cause
like
Puyo Puyo, you
Yeah.
complained it didn't get fast enough, right?
I didn't get fast enough, and it went to level 20.
Okay.
It was like a 15-minute play for me to get just.
I wouldn't
Beat it.
make it that far. Yeah.
But yeah, I've already got I went to level like 600 in one of the rounds in Tetris 99 on marathon mode. It's
Does
way
Marathon
way
Mode
better.
expand music selections at all, or was it just the original song?
I think it's the original.
Okay, I do love that original song. It's great.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. $10. Like if you just want Tetris, it
Offline,
is just Tetris.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
and it looks good, plays good. Sometimes they mess Tetris up.
I was
Sometimes
telling
it-
someone tonight, like they were asking me if the Switch has Tetris, and I was like, yeah, they do, but it's terrible. And we just went on about how much we hate
There's
like
two-
battle royale modes
There's two
and
versions.
all this, and how much we don't like playing things like Fortnite and stuff anymore.
I like the battle royale mode in Tetris 99. to
It's
be
okay.
Honest, it's a fun, different thing.
It's all right.
It's good having the original there as well, though.
Yeah, I never took the time to really learn a lot of the mechanics. So by the time I got down to 10 or less players, everyone just started kicking my butt because I was just
Right.
trying to play Tetris by myself, and there just happened to be 99 other players around me.
You gotta watch some YouTube vids, I guess.
Yeah, I just wanted Tetris.
Yeah.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
learn anything new. I just wanted to play a game that I've played my whole life and that I like and that I know how it works and I can.
You need to borrow someone's PSVR just to experience Tetris effect in VR. It is a life-altering experience.
That does look like a good version of Tetris. Even the non-VR looks like it's a good.
Yeah, the non-VR is harder, like as far as just difficulty, because the board's smaller. Because of all the stuff around it. The VR mode is just, I don't know, you feel like a better person by the time you're done with that story mode. You just sit down for an hour or whatever the playtime is, and you'll leave a better person.
So we haven't talked since the Toy-Con VR came out.
Oh, we have not. No.
So do you have it?
I do. Do you want me
What
to
do you
grab
think?
it? Should I grab it?
Oh, I have mine right here.
Okay.
Oh, you both have it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. See, I even have mine in my Zelda bag. It's all just to
Ooh.
keep it clean.
I
and
got
stuff.
just the basic one with the blaster.
Yeah.
And man, that blaster, oh man, that thing is so rewarding. Just the resistance and the snap back with the rubber band. It feels so good to use that versus like even the gun controller from PlayStation that I have.
So
Like the cardboard feels better than the $80 thing you'd buy from PlayStation.
yeah. So I did not buy the second pack. I didn't want to spend that much money.
I didn't yet either. At some point, I want to.
I got it free though yesterday. And
Wow.
my girlfriend has a friend who was moving out of state, and they just had to get rid of some stuff.
Oh, look at
And
that.
I got 1-2 Switch and that. So and it was already built, which is awesome. And they gave me like the box with all the extra pieces and everything. So
I enjoyed the
Yeah.
I enjoyed the building part of Labo. That's one of my
I'm
favorite
glad
parts.
that because this one looks very, very intense. It's got all those strings and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So I also did hook up Breath of the Wild to my PlayStation VR because you can actually do that as well,
oh yeah.
and the screen's better and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
It's a bit odd because you have to basically not move your head because it doesn't support that part of it. But it's really cool. Having it just there in your head and you're able to just hold the Joy-Cons and it looks freaking great. Like, it's amazing that Breath of the Wild, the game that would shutter frame rate
Yeah.
wise, can work in VR in a way that it feels like the frame rate's as good or better than it is whatever the standard way.
Hey, they fixed the frame rate issues, to be fair.
They did,
But this
but
feels
VR is
yeah,
harder
it feels
to
really
do right.
different because I was really concerned about that. I was like, man, these frames, there's no way it's gonna be. I
Even
feel
the
like,
motorcycle feels so
Yeah.
fantastic.
and you can still make out things pretty far off in the distance. I was worried about that too, but it looks really good. I played for like an hour straight in like VR and didn't ever once get like any headache or anything. I felt like I could keep playing.
I guess part of this is probably the new system update that lets some games ramp up the system. Is that right? What do you call it?
Overclock it,
Overclock it,
Yeah.
right?
or just maybe what? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
But I'm impressed.
Oh wait, Breath of the Wild. Yeah, Breath of the Wild definitely gets a higher clock speed than other games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I kind of want to start a new file and do an entire run through in VR.
I've already started.
Have you?
Yeah.
Because like
It's-
it's difficult. Like, it's much harder in VR. I don't know if that would change if I started brand new and was learning everything in VR from scratch. Does that
It's still
help?
a little bit hard because of well, I think what you really need is to be sitting in a chair that you can spin around 360. Because the thing that really gets me is when you can hear something, like an enemy is to your side, but you can't really see it, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to spin. And so this chair that I'm in is perfect for playing it. Yeah.
And holding it up to your head, how is that for?
So
do
it's
you have
okay.
like armrests that you have?
It's okay for a while,
Yeah.
but you definitely do get tired of it. So I do want to build a strap.
The other alternative, you can build something that goes around you that you can just put your elbows on.
Yeah.
Halfway joking. But yeah. And then I have not tried out the Mario VR update.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I need to check that out. The actual games within the Labo are pretty solid. I've enjoyed what I've experienced there so far, especially the Blaster one. But even the standard ones are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're okay. I don't know. I really just play Zelda with it.
And then I want a Mario Kart update that also works with pedals and Labo VR. That'd be cool.
VR pedals and the
'Cause there is
steering wheel.
Yeah, there's the pedals. Yeah, that'd be cool. You couldn't use. Yeah, I don't know how they do that. 'Cause, the way it's designed, you have to have it holding it to your face, so you couldn't. You just have to use pedals, and you're steering, I guess, elsewhere by steering your head or something. I don't know.
So one of the weirdest thing about Labo VR is this little button This little thing.
Yeah.
It's so. Does it just sense like the just that the console was tapped a little bit?
Probably. And did you look at one of the tutorials? Evidently, it's designed so when you take it off your head, there's a little bit of the screen you can tap to reset
Yes.
things.
So it's right here between your nose. So you can just tap right in there.
Yeah, so they designed it like a little reset thing.
It's pretty cool.
Now, there is Doom VR on other
Oh, really?
platforms.
Oh, on the other platforms, yeah.
Are third parties going to get on this action?
That's what I was thinking right before I asked if you guys have Labo VR. I don't know, because we heard about the Mario and Zelda, and then it just dropped off. There wasn't any other news.
Yeah. Luigi's Mansion 3. That seems to be screaming for something
That'd be cool.
VR.
That'd be
But,
cool, like
yeah.
DLC down the road.
Yeah.
Like a first person, ghost hunting.
Something, yeah. Scary. It could be like PT, but Nintendo just freaked the crap out of me.
Got all the Resident Evil games.
It's true. Resident Evil 7, that's a VR game. It
Yeah.
was designed for VR. Yeah.
I'm glad they're trying it. It's cool because a lot of people wrote them off like they weren't even gonna, like that was a pipe dream or something, and then out of nowhere they're just like, yeah, well, guess what? Here it, and they did it like with no fanfare either. It was just like
Yeah.
like a press release, like, oh yeah, we got this VR thing coming.
Yeah. And yeah, it's surprisingly well done. And it was sold out for a while, right? Like it was popular.
I don't know. I just went to Best Buy, and they had them all. Like, the shelf was full. I just
Okay.
grabbed one.
Yeah, on the launch week or two, you could not find the full $80 version anywhere.
Hmm.
The $40 whatever one was in low quantities at the places I checked.
I bet you this holiday you'll see these things like on the cheap, like all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
GameStop is doing the Summer of the Switch. I got like an email about it. So yeah, they're finally giving Nintendo the attention they deserve.
It's
Yeah.
because
How many years?
I feel like it's the only one of the few things people are probably going in their stores for now is
Yeah.
for like Switch accessories and stuff.
Now, if you don't have detachable Joy-Cons, Aaron, is there a way to slide this thing in, you think, on a Switch Mini?
No.
I don't think there is, right?
No, I don't think there is. Not with this one. They'd have to either make a new VR model or something. Yeah.
Yeah. That seems like...
I'm
Do you
wondering,
still think
though,
the Switch Mini would happen?
So
it
I
is
think
not
the Switch
compatible?
Mini is going to happen, but I think it's going to be kind of like a 2DS type of thing, where they're just going to tell you like this thing can't do, all this other stuff.
Because the
Like,
screen size is different, too. That might be a
Yeah.
problem with the VR, too.
Yeah, it looks a good bit smaller. I mean, from these,
Unless the screen size is the same, just no bezel. Who knows?
no, I think they're not gonna. It's gonna be cheap. They're not gonna
Okay.
Yeah.
go for high tech looking.
Yeah.
I think Aaron's right. It's gonna be like the 2DS. It's gonna be something they can make cheaper
Uh-huh.
with the baseline tech it needs for people to play the games, and it's something when mom's shopping for Pokemon this winter or whatever.
Yep.
There it is. Boom, $200 Pokemon machine. There you go, kid.
I did sell a friend's son on the Switch, and he now has one as of his birthday.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Kid should thank you.
He should, yeah. I brought it on like a trip with us, and we played some Mario Kart together.
Isn't that
Smash.
great?
It's great.
That is great. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I guess after the trip, he was very persistent on requesting one.
Well, it's one of those things that sounds great, but then when you see how great it is, like, wow, you are
Yeah.
playing Mario Kart, like on vacation, like on the table, like,
Yeah.
wow, okay, that is real.
Yeah.
That is the thing.
Totally real thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't even bring a second set of controllers. We just snapped the one controller each kind of thing.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. Share the joy.
God.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that'll be a different thing with the Mini. Can't share the joy anymore.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll still work with Joy-Cons, though. I bet you'll still be able to connect
Oh,
other
sure.
Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I bet you
Right.
will. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like these renders have a D-pad on it, which is,
Yeah. Did they learn?
Awesome.
Are they going to release a Joy-Con with a D-pad? Like,
You have one, John. You made, right?
I modded it.
You modded it, yeah.
And honestly, every time I try to play without it, I just go straight back to that one. I'm like, I can't play without that. Like, that's the only set I use now when I'm on the go because it
Oh, that's
just,
funny.
I like it so much better. Yeah.
like right now, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII, and I don't like to play it with the Joy-Cons because it doesn't have the D-pad. And that game, when it released, it didn't have any analog sticks on the PlayStation controller, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like designed around the D-pad use.
I personally don't mind the separated buttons for a lot of games. Some I do. Like it wouldn't work like Contra where you're trying to go diagonal aiming and stuff. That just would be broken, right?
It's just extra friction when you're sliding your finger, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just sliding it back and forth, letting it kind of rock, there's just more. I mean, it's sure it's more of a mind thing. It works. You can do it, but it just doesn't feel right, you know?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel as good. I would not play Tetris. I could not imagine playing Tetris without the D-pad.
Interesting.
I know you can do it with the analog stick, but like only crazy people play Tetris with an analog stick.
Oh gosh. Yeah. I guess the last thing I want to just like check in on. What's everyone's most played game on Switch at this point? How many hours? I know it's Splatoon 2 for you, John, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's that for you at this point?
How many hours?
Yeah.
Like around 1,200.
So the easy way to find this out is all software and then by total playtime, I think.
Yeah, I checked. Last time I checked was a couple months ago, but it was around 1,200.
Okay.
Mine is Skyrim with 180 hours.
Nice. I feel like it lost my Zelda playtime and it never came back. Remember that like bug it had where it
Yeah.
deleted playtime? Yeah, I don't think I ever got my Zelda playtime back. It's just gone.
Mine's
I
Xenoblade
got
Chronicles 2 with 205 hours.
All right.
Yeah. So.
I feel like my Zelda time is wrong. It's 145, but I feel like it's way higher than that. I don't know.
Yeah, my Zelda time's 165. See, that's up there. And then Smash, 95 hours or more. Or more. That's a lot of Smash time. I didn't realize I put that much Smash time in so far. It's pretty wild. Anyways, anything else before we wrap it up?
Yes. So, there was an interview done with Platinum Games head at E3, and they were asking them about Wonderful 101. And their quote was, "The Wonderful 101 is obviously something that we hold near and dear to our hearts. And so we've talked to a lot of different people about this and what it means. We've done a lot of intel gathering, and the only thing I can say right now is that I'm glad we did. I'm glad that we talked to a lot of different people."
I freaking love that game.
Yeah,
It's
so
so
I'm-
inventive.
I think it's coming to Switch.
And the style and just like it feels like almost like The Incredibles
Yeah.
a little bit and the kind of spirit of it. But yeah, I really want that game on Switch. The joystick thing works. I do love the drawing with your finger on the gamepad, and maybe they can do that in portable mode. I'm not sure if that would be weird or like drawing on what you're playing on kind of thing.
When I played it, I just did the joystick thing. So
Yeah, I did the drawing quite a bit. I found that fun to do.
I never played it.
it's so
Johnny,
so
know
much
to
fun.
pull out your Wii U.
Wait a second. No, I played the demo. They had that demo they came out with.
They
And
did.
I
They're
played
like
that.
10 gigabyte
Yeah.
demo there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. So good. Yeah. No.
Seems like an easy, like, I'd play it if it came to Switch, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't even play it on Wii U, considering there was nothing else to play, but
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Anything else, Sean?
no, I think that's about it.
Okay. Well, with that, that wraps up level 191. Thanks for joining us. John, where can folks find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at John Wesley A.
Cool. What about you, Aaron?
You can find me on Twitch, which I'm going live right after this recording, or on Twitter as Sage Koopa.
Cool deal. My handle's TCHATEN. And thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.